A couple days after a very disappointing showing in the first leaders debate, Doug Ford was out talking to the media, where he was asked a very basic question about how government works. And this is how he answered it.
You are running for the political leadership of this province. I don't mean to be impertinent, but I was hoping you could explain to the people of Ontario how a bill becomes law, just step by step.
Well, you know something, my friend? We can run through that. And I know this is a gotcha question and everything, because that's your game, big smile on your face. But don't worry, I'm going to show you how many bills we're going to pass. We're going to pass endless bills down there. And I hope you're down there to watch the bills get passed. Go ahead, my friend. Next question.
One last question. Hi, Alan.
Doug Ford has no idea how a bill becomes a law. He is running for the Premier of Ontario. Now look, if you're watching this and you don't know, that's fine. You aren't running for the Premier of Ontario. You don't have to know how a bill becomes a law. This is a very easy question to answer. He could have just said there's an idea for a bill. It goes to a first reading, it goes to a second reading, it goes to committee, then it goes to a third reading, then it gets the royal assent and becomes a law. Was that so hard? That's all he had to say. But he doesn't know. This is what Doug Ford is about. He doesn't know anything. Look, I broke this down in the first debate. Doug Ford speaks in very vague general terms. So he talks about how, we're gonna save money, we're gonna save the taxpayers' money. Kathleen Wynne, you've destroyed Ontario. Look at what you've done here. I'm gonna cut spending, I'm gonna save the taxpayers' money, and I'm going to improve services, even though I'm cutting taxes. Somehow I'm gonna improve services. I'm gonna make hospitals better with less money coming in, and I'm gonna spend $5 billion on the transit, even though I'm cutting $6 billion from the budget. He has no fucking idea what he is doing. So anybody else could have answered this. Kathleen Wynne, Andrew Horwath, they would have easily been able to answer this question. It's just a simple, quick breakdown of how a bill becomes a law. It's nothing too complicated. Don't be fooled by this guy. Don't buy this shit. Again, I don't care if you don't know this. You don't have to know this. The guy who runs your province should know this. Now, there is, thankfully, there appears to be some small glimmer of hope. After the first debate, Doug Ford's support dropped. I think because people finally realized, after actually watching him in a debate, that the guy doesn't know anything. And the NDP are beginning to raise. So while before it appeared that the voting Liberal was the only way to prevent Doug Ford, NDP now may be the only alternative to a Doug Ford win. So keep that in mind. These numbers will continue to change as polling continues over the next month before the election. So just keep an eye on the race. Look at your riding. Look at who's won in your riding previously, who has a better chance of winning on June 7th in your riding. But also, these leaders are important. And Doug Ford has showed that he cannot be the Premier of Ontario. He just doesn't know anything. Hey, if you like this video, hit that subscribe button below and consider throwing me a few bucks on Patreon at patreon.com/therationalnational or therationalnational.com/join.